Hola chicos, aquí Carta de Cadena, estamos de vuelta con Vampyr. Ingresamos al club Ascalon para notificar de nuestros descubrimientos en base a la plaga. Sigo sin poder hablar con la gente normal. Creo que me he perdido algo. ¿Qué haces aquí? Es decir, ¿no se supone que no te dejaban entrar?
Elizabeth, what are you doing here?
I've been formally asked to witness your triumph, my dear. After all, isn't it the natural role of a woman to support her man in victory?
But it's you who insisted I join the Ascalon.
Please forgive my giddiness. I'm just overcome by the thrill of finally being allowed within these hallowed halls.
You certainly have an inquisitive mind. It's quite something. Elizabeth Ashbury, only you can make me smile in these difficult times.
And the same to you, Jonathan Reed. Now go have your little chat with the chairman. I can see he's practically bursting to hear your report.
Espero que no estén pensando en hacer nada malo. No les conviene al club Ascalon cabrearme.
Welcome back to the Ascalon Club, Lance-Bearer. Please, tell us the good news. Have you put an end to the epidemic?
My hypothesis was correct. Doris Fletcher was the source of the contagion in this part of town. She was probably the first to be infected.
And you cleansed her before the hunters, I've been told. Well done, Dr. Reed. You thrust your lance and pierced the very heart of the corruption.
No, decir que he hecho todo lo que está en mi mano sería pasarse. Aún tengo preguntas. Yo creo que sería más bien porque aún no sabemos quién infectó a la actriz.
But some questions remain.
The important thing is, we won a major battle for the survival of London. For that, we salute you.
Thank you, my lord.
Now, I have another task for you. One of the utmost importance. Perhaps even more so than the previous.
I'm listening.
It's time for you to perform a most sacred duty for the club. I want you to recruit a new vampire.
Recruit a new vampire? Are you sending me on some
No.
sort of diplomatic
Creo que quiere que
mission?
muerdas a
Not
alguien.
exactly. I want you to make Aloysius Dawson the Ekon he deserves to be.
I'm not sure I'm the best candidate for such a task.
I can hear the hesitation in your voice, Dr. Reed. I admire a man of principles. But in this matter, there is more at stake than your moral comfort.
It's not a moral question, Lord Redgrave. It's the responsibility of giving immortality to a man I barely know.
Nonsense. Aloysius has been a member of the Ascalon for years. This is but the fruition of a long-held plan.
How would you like me to proceed?
Aloysius is waiting for you at the Dawson estate. Once the deed is done, I'll join you there to celebrate this.
Lo de que el acto se ha consumado no me suena muy bien, ¿eh?
Before I go,
All right.
You invited Lady Ashbury. Wouldn't that be breaking one of your cardinal rules? No women allowed.
Not allowed as members, no. But considering the circumstances, I thought you'd like to have her here to witness your triumph.
So it's a temporary admittance, then.
Something of a bargain, considering the crisis we're currently facing.
O sea, representa que a cambio de el mérito que he ganado ha sido algo así como permitir una visita.
How would you like me to proceed?
Don't worry. Aloysius has had many years to prepare himself. He has studied our kind for decades.
So shall I just let him drink my blood?
Yes. Aloysius will gratefully sup on your blood. His heart will slow, then stop. But he will rise again as one of us, an immortal.
Pero si bebe la sangre ahora que es tan anciano, no hará que te sea inmortalmente anciano, es decir, no tendrá que padecer todos los contrapuntos de la edad.
Is there any danger?
Our blood alters a mortal body so deeply that some don't survive the metamorphosis. They die for good. But Mr. Dawson has been preparing himself for a long time.
Why
Because he is about to die.
did he choose me?
No, I did. My decision is very recent, to say the least, but it is entirely...
Does he know I'm...
He can't wait to become your progeny, Dr. Reed. Especially now that you have shown how strong...
Goodbye.
Es decir, que voy a tener convertido en parte del linaje del protagonista al hombre más rico e influenciable del hombre, o sea, e influyente de Londres. Bueno, haré el sacrificio.
Are you all right, Jonathan?
Lord Redgrave has just ordered me to turn Aloysius Dawson, to make him my progeny.
I see. And how do you feel about this?
Yo creo que será un recurso muy útil.
Aloysius Dawson is the richest man in England. He'll be a very useful resource for the club.
The real question here is, why has his lordship given you
Sí,
this
yo también
task?
estoy con
Do
esa
you
duda.
think it's some sort of trap?
Do you really want to know what I think about this?
I do, yes.
To make an immortal of a soulless blackguard like Aloysius Dawson will only lead to a disaster for London. The man is already dead inside.
Should I refuse? Perhaps politely suggest that Lord Redgrave turn the man into a vampire himself.
Don't you dare, my dear. According to what I've recently discovered, his lordship could kill you for even broaching the subject.
Really? Why?
I've recently found proof that the Earl of Bristol is of lesser lineage and only capable of creating skulls.
O sea que... me está mandando a alguien que tiene un linaje inferior al... Increíble.
Please tell me more.
As long as you...
What would happen if I made...
You would add a powerful immortal into a suffering world. An immortal who already craves authority.
Maybe I could teach him control, like you taught me. Lead him down the right path.
Mr. Dawson spent his life, sir.
What would you have me...
The man is dangerous. Did you know he plans to build a wall to separate the healthy rich from the sickly poor? Do not make him your progeny.
What would you do?
The man's dying already. Let the Reaper harvest the rotten fruit that is his soul.
Are you sure your information about Redgrave is correct? He says he's the progeny of the great knight William Marshall.
That's a lie. Lord Redgrave is unable to create anything but skulls, if the poor souls survive at all.
How can you be sure the...
I made the acquaintance of a most interesting...
Why so vindictive? You suddenly sound like you're angry.
Forgive me, Jonathan, I hate myself for it, but I feel such pride in my discovery. I'm afraid I...
Which is?
He did serve William Marshall. And yes, the blood he covets as a token does truly belong to that legendary knight. But he was never his progeny. His lineage is not so noble.
Goodbye for now, Elizabeth.
Goodbye, my dear. Please, be careful.
Uf, ¿y ahora qué hago? Tengo al del club diciéndome conviértelo. Y tengo a Ashbury diciéndome que no lo haga. Supongo que llegado el momento me van a dar a elegir si lo mato tal cual, lo convierto, o no sé si habrá una tercera opción. Pero me imagino que por ahí irán las cosas. A ver, es que por un lado, que sea mi progenie, me da recursos. No, esperad. Me parece que este no es el tipo de vampirismo en el cual la progenie obedece al creador, creo. Al fin y al cabo, si no, el protagonista ya estaría obligado
It looks
a
like
obedecer.
vampires have to obey Mendel's laws when producing progeny. Powers pass from one generation to another. That's why Dawson wants me to sign him.
Claro, a ver, por un lado está el beneficio del recurso, es decir, ese hombre no podrá olvidar nunca que es de la progenie del prota. Pero por otro lado, tampoco es que me parezca alguien que se merezca de inmortalidad solo por lo que sé de él. Vale.
It's locked. I should find another way to get into the neighborhood.
Ok, a ver. Bueno, la verdad es que el sable este no está mal. Los golpes son más rápidos que con el garrote. Y como con el arañazo absorbe un poquito de sangre, hace que el consumo de la propia habilidad también sea menor. Sí, se me olvidaba que explota. Además, admitirlo, verlo con un sable es mejor que no con un garrote. Un poquito más digno.
I think this passage could lead me close to Aloysius Dawson's mansion.
Ecón sombrío.
Your prey is mine now!
Ah, también tiene la misma habilidad que yo. O sea que en realidad soy un ecón neófito sombrío. Solo que yo aún no puedo hacer eso de que tenga una sombra que ataque por mí.
You cannot win this!
Debe ser por aquí entonces. Sí. Vale, pues de momento nos adjudicamos el sable. por un momento he tenido más vida de la que puedo tener. Ya veréis, retroceded unos segundos, ahora cuando se me ha cargado la pantalla, y fijaos en la raya verde, al final, ya veréis. Tengo como una pequeña sobrecarga. Eso creo que es una rata.
I have this.
Y esto seguramente será...
I cannot
sí.
enter.
Para cuando acabe esta misión seguramente saldré por aquí. O sea que ahora me tengo que bajar por aquí.
No one can hide from Ascalon.
Anda, es uno de esos grandullones, como el Fergal.
Kneel, traitor!
Cuidado con los pasos.
I will trap
Qué diferencia, de habilidades. Claro, ahora yo si llevase la porra, me tarda un poco más en atacar. Entonces, seguramente me hubiese pasado lo de que por cada golpe que intento dar, me hubiese, digamos que de 3 o 4 golpes, igual me hubiese interrumpido antes. Es que estoy robando sangre, va de lujo, ¿eh? Ups, ahí me ha pillado. ¡Ah! Me duele.
your blood is
Dale quieto. ¡Ah! Ha molado como un maniquí. ¿No me dice cuál es el nuevo? Vale, me imagino que tengo que seguir por la puerta. Carta manchada. Me llamo Robert Tetze. Necesito su ayuda.
Louise's father was determined to find and save her.
Vale, lo que yo decía. Seguramente tengo que seguir por el otro camino. Y una vez terminado, esta es la salida. ¿Qué me van a hacer jugar ahora con las válvulas? Bueno, tampoco ha sido tan complicado. Segundo que recupero la resistencia. Lástima que no haya una habilidad que me permita... Venga ya, si he atacado yo. Una habilidad que me permita recuperar más rápidamente la resistencia. Pues la verdad es que me iría bien. Bueno, lo dicho, seguramente ahora lo que tengo que hacer es... No sé si he bajado suficiente. Creo que sí. El primer juego ha sido para poder abrir la puerta de la derecha. Y ahora que ya tengo la puerta abierta... No, por aquí no. Tengo que bajar por las escaleras. Tengo esto para pasar.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
Ah, parece que estamos cerca de
Thirst
Luis
for blood.
Pittsdale.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
Ah, así que la quería con su esposa. Anda, ¿esta ha usado la misma habilidad que yo? Justo a la misma vez, pero... Uy. Un segundo. Al fin. Acabo de llegar a Londres de un agotado viaje. La ciudad está sumida. No será complicado encontrar a una mujer que quiera escapar de la muerte. Pronto dejaré de... Una buena candidata ideal y meterla adentro. Luis se niega a aceptar mi proposición. ¿Por qué? ¿Quieres callarte un rato?
Miss Teasdale, are you all right?
How do you know my name? Who are you?
My name is Dr. Reed. I managed...
So my father really was looking after me.
I'm afraid so, miss. I'm so sorry for your loss. But you are free to go.
I suppose my jailer also killed my...
Thankfully, he did not search your father's corpse, where I found his notes describing where he might find you.
I must find my father's body.
Bueno, no tengo nada para la cefalea. La puedo cautivar si quiero. Pues no sé. Bueno, de hecho, estamos en una zona bastante aislada. Y no hay testigos. Esto es como servir un aperitivo en bandeja de plata.
Father always said, even those few who offer help always want something in return.
Machete de
And he was
Luis.
right.
Oh, un remache. Ah, pero solo uno, no me da suficiente para poder hacerme la mejora final de la escopeta. Un hacha corriente. La vuelta que he tenido que dar por una pequeña barrera. Un ciudadano sano contribuye a restablecer el estado. Bueno, sí. A ver, vale. Ah, este debe ser... Wow, pedazo men... ¿Eso es la mansión? ¿No es una iglesia eso? Aquí hay gente. ¿Y eso? Una de vino.
Good evening, sir. May I ask you what you're doing?
I'm conducting an investigation.
And who are you, sir?
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed, from the Pembroke Hospital.
I'm Detective Inspector Charles Albright from Scotland
Vaya
Yard.
hombre, un inspector de
And I
Scotland
don't
Yard.
find your answers convincing. What is a
I work for the Ascalon Club. Here is my permit to go freely about the city.
The Ascalon Club? You should have said so, sir. I must warn you, these streets are dangerous.
Do you know anything in particular?
Who doesn't know the man? I think he intervened personally to put an end to the police strike of last August.
What else can you tell me about him?
Aloysius Dawson is exactly the kind of powerful and influential man who could commit murder and get away with it. With just one phone call.
Wow. Tela, ¿eh?
Do you need medical...
I'm afraid...
You'll quick...
Thank you, Doctor.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, Doctor.
Le he dado el medicamento para compensar un poquito la contraparte que hemos hecho hace un momento. ¿Escondite? Sí, un escondite. Menos mal que los escondites son diferentes. Sería un poco absurdo que todos los escondites fueran exactamente iguales. Me falta de todo. Me faltan placa de plomo. Aquí me falta el remache. Podría mejorar el puñal. Vamos a potenciar un poquito algo más, a ver qué puedo. Este lo quiero mejorar sí o sí, porque empieza a tener algo de daño corto. Puedo o me mejoro la salud o me aumento la sangre, pero prefiero mejorarme la salud. $2000 más, bueno. La verdad es que en un principio iba a mejorarme solo al 76. En un principio iba a mejorarme el indicador de sangre, ¿vale? Pero como tenemos ahora la espada que nos va reponiendo un poco con cada ataque, ya no estoy tan preocupado. Bueno, espada, sable, ya me entendéis.
It's locked.
Pero es aquí, ¿no? Sí. Me ha dado la sensación de que tenía alguien justo detrás de mí. Qué siniestro.
Jonathan Reed. At last we meet.
I beg your pardon.
Of course you do. Our mutual friend, Dr. Swansea, can't speak highly enough of you. My name is Usher,
You are the leader of the...
primate of the Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stole, to be precise. I'm really glad we met tonight.
The cards.
Yes, they tell me everything.
Is there any...
Aloysius Dawson.
He's not the only one.
True. Aloysius was a member of the Golden Dawn until 1900. Then his thirst for dark knowledge grew.
How do you measure the amount of
I
blood?
told you. The cards always...
Is it possible?
Vampire's fate is much more delicate to...
All right.
You'll cast your heart into the fire without hesitation, Jonathan. For pain is only for the mortal.
Beh, acertijos.
Goodbye, sir.
I rarely wander. Red River, the song in the dark, whispers of the sun. So many suns.
¿Acabo de dar la vuelta?
Good evening, sir.
Dr. Reed? Dr. Reed?
Is there anything...
No, it's just... your name.
I think I would remember.
That's odd. I'm certain I've already heard...
I'm afraid not, sir.
The pleasure is mine.
What can you tell me?
I've heard this is a man who is so...
Goodbye, Miss.
Qué raro, es que no me cuadra.
I hope you can stay a little longer this time.
Good evening, Miss.
Dr. Reed, I didn't know you had returned.
Always glad to see a full...
Too long indeed. And as a token of my appreciation, I'll grant you the best price if you fancy buying.
May I look...
It's always a...
Tiene remaches. Qué caros. Tiene de... tiene... No, son trozos de aluminio. Pensaba que eran trozos de plomo. A ver, algo más que me interese.
Doctor,
Good evening.
you know...
Do you know...
Everybody knows him. He's only been to my shop once, though, looking for rare books and other interests.
Did he buy...
No, he left quickly. He almost laughed at my goods. Mr. Dawson may be a rich man, but you can't...
But isn't Aloysius Dawson...
That was before his brother Robert died in an...
Goodbye.
Bueno, poquito a poco nos vamos enterando de cosillas, ¿eh?
I am glad to see you again.
Good evening, Miss Price.
Dr. Reed? Yes, of course.
Good to see you too, Carol.
Oh, yes.
Have you ever...
Yes.
What do you mean?
He said he was ready to pay good money for rare books. And then laughed at what we showed him.
Goodbye.
Good morning.
A ver... Entrar en la mansión... Sí, me parece muy bien lo de entrar en la mansión. ¿De dónde está la mansión?
Good evening, sir. I am Dr...
Yes, please. Would you be kind...
That's all you...
Well, is it not important to know?
I suppose you're right.
Ah, son gemelos.
I am Agamemnon Baker. Like my brother...
What can
You
you...
should ask that question to my brother instead.
Goodbye.
¿Pero dónde entro yo en la mansión? A ver, tenemos... Es que parece que la tienda sea esto, la mansión sea esto, pero no lo es. Ah, espérate, ¿igual es esto la mansión? Y he estado...
What has happened?
Tiene pinta de que es aquí, ¿eh? Pero ¿cómo entro yo? Es que ahora estoy totalmente perdido, ¿eh? Os lo juro.
Ain't safe here for a gentleman.
Sí, me has visto, sorpresa. puedo entrar. Sí, ¿no? Me imagino que debe ser aquí. La única mansión siniestra que he encontrado. Pues menos mal que me lo ha indicado el mapa, porque es que si no... Bueno, digo que me lo ha indicado el mapa, pero porque lo he visto yo en el mapa. Si no, saber cuánto rato hubiese estado dando vueltas.
Dawson's mansion. Here I am at last. But the question remains. Am I ready to make a dying man my progeny?
A ver, siendo honesto, yo evitaría lo de convertir a ese hombre, ¿vale? Pero tengo curiosidad por saber cómo nosotros podemos convertir a alguien en vampiro. Bueno, en Echo, ya me entendéis.
Finally you're here, Dr. Reed. What took you so long?
I had to pass several of your barricades and outposts to access your mansion, sir.
Death, pestilence surround us, and time is against me.
I see you've gathered some of the most expensive, albeit experimental, blood transfusion equipment available. All this could be so useful in a hospital.
Yes, yes. Since Lord Redgrave sent me a doctor to perform my conversion, I thought you might find some of these devices useful.
Most thoughtful. But tonight I'm not here as a physician.
But I feel reassured that a specialist such as yourself would help me to escape the Reaper.
Very well. But before I proceed, I have a few questions for you.
If you must, but be quick, for I don't have much time left in this life.
First of all, I need to be sure that you know exactly what is going to happen to you, sir.
I can assure you I'm as informed as any man can be. I have planned for this moment, Dr. Reed. Planned very carefully.
Believe me, there is a huge difference between reading about vampires and waking up as one. I learned that myself the hard way.
Oh my God, man, stop your whining. I don't have time for your pointless jibber-jabber.
Encima me falta el respeto. A ver.
I will become your maker. Do you understand what that means?
Well, I certainly won't consider you my liege, or some such drivel. You can be assured of that.
Buah, ya está. Era de las pocas cosas que te pedía, incluso si te faltaban los modales.
You'll need to feed on warm blood. Blood from mortals. How do you feel about that?
I'm rich, Dr. Reed, and powerful. I'm sure I'll be able to acquire all the blood I need without ever having to sully my own hands.
Let's move on then.
Please, I'm cold and tired. I feel my life waning with every moment.
But first, before you embrace immortality, what would you do with such a gift?
That's a rather impertinent question, Dr. Reed, and I will do as I please.
Answer me all the same. What will your first action be as an immortal?
To save London. I will finance the most efficient quarantine ever seen. I will build a wall that will separate the sick boroughs from the healthy ones.
Uf, no me lo pones fácil, ¿eh? Yo tengo mucha curiosidad por saber cómo te voy a transformar, pero es que sé que no mereces la pena.
Who gave you the...
My money. My money and my pending immortality.
I've heard enough. It's time to proceed.
At last. All right, do what you have to do. If it hurts, so be it. I've been preparing such a long time for this.
¿Cómo? O sea, tengo 3 opciones. Olvídese de su miedo a la muerte. Así sin más. Lo podemos matar o lo podemos convertir, para lo cual voy a sacrificar 2000 de experiencia durante el proceso y convertirlo en vampiro. ¿Eso qué significa? Que cada vez que quiera convertir a alguien en vampiro, si es que hago alguno más, voy a tener que sacrificar experiencia. Pues menos mal que antes he hecho lo de evolucionar. Venga, vamos a convertirlo. A ver qué pasa.
Are you ready for immortality, Mr. Dawson? Drink now, and say farewell to life as you prepare to be reborn.
What do you mean, drink? What about the blood transfusion?
I'm the doctor and the vampire here, so I'll give the orders. Drink, sir. Now.
All right.
Good. That's enough. That's enough, I said.
A ver si sobrevive la transformación.
I will not die. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Oh, no. You will die, sir. Steel yourself. You're already in death's grip.
Ah, que estoy en puntos negativos ahora, genial. No sabía que podía tener eso. Claro, yo pensaba, a ver, no me llega...
It's locked, all right.
No me llega a 2000, por lo tanto, no me podéis quitar 2000, pero han sido más listos y dicen, vale, pues te ponemos puntos negativos. Así de simple.
It's locked.
Joder, no puedo tener acceso ni a una sola caja fuerte. Yo me esperaba que después de beber la sangre empezara como una especie de transformación, así tal cual. No algo tan soso. Otra vez cerrado. Algo me dice que si lo hubiese matado, hubiese conseguido un buen botín, ¿eh? Y remarco que sé que no debería de haberlo convertido. Pero como sé que habrá muchísima gente que hará precisamente lo de no convertirlo, que al menos tengáis la opción de saber qué pasa si sí que se convierte.
Is it done, Dr. Reed? Is Aloysius Dawson reborn, as expected?
Yes, my lord. Ascalon has a new recruit, as you ordered.
Wonderful news. I've waited for this outcome for so long. Tonight you served your country, the king himself, beyond all expectation.
Thank you, my lord.
No, thank you, Dr. Reed. Now, could you do me one last favor?
Of course. What is it?
Go outside and talk with that disgusting creature I saw waiting for you in front of this mansion.
I have no idea what you're talking about, but I'll have a look.
Good. I didn't kill her on the spot, for she claims to be a friend of yours. But don't you dare bring such a creature near me again.
¿Eh? ¿Pero quién está afuera? A ver, dice que es un engendro. O sea que no es ni un ecón ni un humano. Solo se me ocurre que puede ser un Skull. Pero ¿quién conozco yo que sea un Skull? Bueno, la de las alcantarillas, pero no creo que esté aquí, ¿no? Pues sí.
We meet again at the strangest of times, young Ekon.
Old Bridget.
Your friend,
The wise Ekon. She's...
How did you meet...
She came to us in the sewers and...
Lady Ashbury in...
She said she was your friend.
What kind of aunt...
I knew nothing of your maker, but we...
Did anyone see you?
Who said I took the streets?
Lady Ashbury?
The lady approached me but a few nights ago, wanting to meet the sewer skulls. Once she questioned Harriet Jones.
Harriet Jones is still...
Harriet remains angry, but is recovering slowly. Her mind is twisted, but...
Tell me what is going on.
The lady asked us to keep an eye on your mortal doctor friend while you were away. We spotted the hunters. They were discussing plans to attack tonight.
Wait, slow down.
I'm listening.
Where is Lady...
She said she will go home. She needed to speak with some old friends first, though. Do not worry, young Ekon. She is no fool.
How did it...
She presented herself humbly at our gate.
What do you think?
Her soul is good. Yet...
Why did she...
I am old Bridget.
Why do I...
Because I used to know him quite well. And he is afraid I may remember who he really is.
You're Elizabeth's informant.
Yes. But my words were not...
No time to lose.
I shall return to my den. Have you a message for the lady? Should I see her before you?
Hombre, a ver, dígale que estoy preocupado, que tenemos que hablar, dígale que la quiero. Venga, vamos a meter aquí romance en medio de tanta sangre.
Yes. Tell her I love her.
Is this still unknown to her? Go now and take care, young Ekon, for the flames are rising.
¿Y ahora me tengo que hacer todo el camino hasta ahí? Uf, la que me espera. No me puedo transportar entre escondites. Hay momentos en que llega a ser un poco agobiante esto, ¿eh? En fin, chicos, lo dejamos aquí. Voy a tener que hacer todo el camino. Dejad abajo en los comentarios si estáis de acuerdo conmigo y ese hombre no merecía ser convertido en vampiro, o si hubieseis probado a convertirlo en vampiro o al menos quitarle el miedo a la muerte. ¿Qué pensáis? Y nada, eso es todo. Nos vemos en el próximo vídeo. Encadenaos a mi canal.